for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Hearns the man in motion left. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was because, let's be honest about it, losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you're in the Super Bowl. You're playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time. I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Looking and finding Allen Hearns. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Running left, it's Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. From the gun, it's Bortles. Rivera's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now Leonard Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Bortles now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Bortles to throw for it on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. On second down, Freeman. Space to maneuver at the 40. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 73 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And the wideout in motion. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Paul Posluszny in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. First carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long. Pullman now. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Bortles now on 1st down. It's caught right side. It turns. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. A 1st carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now a play fake. Bortles. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Third down, still 14 yards left. Bortles going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Freeman again. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. From midfield, here's Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Throwing is Bortles.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's brought down after a good gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. They come out here in the eye. Bortles will keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Blake Bortles taking it in. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here now come the Falcons. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now Ryan on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. Third and 2, now Ryan. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You're usually wanting to wait to second or third down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
action. It's Bortles. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here we go. Got three. Three down. Slow. Check. Lucky. Ace. Shoot.
In motion right is Robinson. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Falcons on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Bortles now on 1st down. And some space here. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
Here we go now. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Slow. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Slow. Ace.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Bortles will try again on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Another tough one there for Blake Bortles, partner. 2015, led the league in fumbles as a quarterback,
right?
had 14 of them. But you just expect that to get better with experience in the league and, of course, better support from his offensive line. In this case, though, he kind of reverted back to that year.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Defense showing blitz. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now Bortles. A swing pass caught. A very solid gain of 27. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Corey Grant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now it's 2nd and 7. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And he motions the wide receiver. On second down, here's Bortles. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
On third and long, it's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking it about the 36. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. It'll be a gain of 9, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
In motion left, Robinson. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On first down, Bortles. And he's got his man on the out route. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Hearns, the man in motion right. From the gun, it's Bortles. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
In motion right is Robinson. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. In motion right is Robinson. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. This is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Matt Bosher now. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Left, 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 left. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ready. Green 39.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's got room. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Ready. Ace. Ace. Check 52. Ace. Ace. Left, 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 left. Ace. Ace.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it.
Here we go. Ace. Ace. Left.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Now Fournette. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Green 90.
In motion right is Robinson. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now Bortles. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
I'll tell you who was excited by that play, and that was the defensive front. They didn't need any additional help. They got to him in a hurry. And right there, he had to make a big-time decision. I think he made the right one. Protect the football, then protect yourself.
Maybe not necessarily in that order.
He will never admit to that, but he's probably thinking about himself first.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Sanu, the man in motion left. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, that's Freeman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a play fake here on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Black 58, right, left, no go. Black 58, right, black 58, left.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 47 yards. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Fournette, a first down carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ready,
The Jags do snap it. It's Bortles. Airing it out for Hearns. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Let's go.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.